The fire rises.
Check this out.
Okay.
I look good.
Okay.
Let's talking on the net. Get in the field and do some.
Get the money, gotta get my bag on. Okay. Triple back, flip out the whole scene. Okay. All you suckers just to wanna be me. So, get smacked. You looking black. I got the big stats. I'm pushing stacks. New outfit. You wish you had it on. Only tricks on the wrist. Gotta keep it on. Okay. What you got? I got it going on. Okay. What you got? I got it going on. Okay. What you got? I got it going on. Okay. What you got? I got it. Okay.
Well.
Yes. And Blender Review says, eat only pickles and raw fruit to lose weight fast. Well, that sounds disgusting. I mean, I like fruit. I'm not going on a pickle diet, though.
Whoops. Okay, here it is. The moment of...
Jesus Christ, this dude was... Oh, okay, so let me explain this. So, everyone knows the end of the biggest problem in the universe has been coming for a while. And I know everyone's going to say, we called this. Guys, anyone with a brain that knows Vito for more than 3 seconds has called this. And I'm not trying to discredit Triple P or the Kino Casino or anything and then do that. I'm not saying that. And even then, I think they would agree with me. If you knew anything about Vito, you could have called this coming. Because everyone basically said before this podcast was a thing, do not make Vito co-host. You will regret this. Dick, being an idiot, and being a complete fucking stubborn idiot that thinks that anyone telling him good advice is somehow authoritative to him. And believe me, these are horrible human beings. And Dick Masterson's was one of them. But this is by far the best that Dick Masterson has looked in ages. And I'm going to tell you why. I've been watching this, and Dick Masterson has been a completely different person. All right? Yeah, piece of shit, granted, but if you think about it, he's distanced himself from all these people that have been cancers. The Mint and Riley shit, that was basically that was gonna solve itself. Everyone called that coming the way it was gonna come. Like, we all saw that coming. I saw that coming. Everyone did. And I don't feel one bit sorry for fucking goddamn anyone in this situation, except for maybe Mint a little bit and her parents. I really only feel sympathy for that. Riley, absolutely, I feel no sympathy for him. I feel no sympathy for anyone in this situation. And after the shit that fucking Dick pulled, even in that situation, yeah, fuck him. But clearly, he's making better decisions. He's not sitting there rolling with someone like Vito. This is a very smart move. But let me show you how this all went down.
Truth, everyone. The ultimatum of 2026. Will the show continue? Will Vito give up his mod powers?
Very clear question. I want you to hang on to that for a minute.
Or will the show be ended? This is the question you've all been waiting a week for.
I guess.
And now you get the answer on this January of 8th. Whenever you want, Vito. You get to pick door number 1 or door number 2. Or do you want some thinking?
Can you just end the drum roll?
Or do you...
Just email me. I'm not really sure exactly what it is you want. So just send me a message and tell me what you're asking for.
This is a passive-aggressive ploy by Vito. And by the way, Dick didn't kick him off the show. It's going to look like that in a minute. No, that's not what happened. Vito rage quit, apparently. Why? I don't know. This is from Vito's own mouth. I don't know why he did that, but okay. All that was asked was give up mod privileges, which, by the way, I'm going to explain this and then get into the overarching point. That was done because Dick is clearly tired of Vito's bullshit and his hypocritical nonsense when it comes to drama, banning people doing this. It's like, you know what? You've lost privileges. You need to stop doing this crap. And he's got to, like, baby it. And unfortunately, what's the fucking word? I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. I guess he just got tired of Vito's hypocrisy. And, that's basically it. I mean, the blocking people shit is just like, come on, dude. This is not what you want to run here. And for a podcast that's trying to promote not giving a fuck and doing whatever the fuck you want and being a degenerate. It's kind of hard when you got a soft baked pussy on the other side. Now, Dick Masterson's a pussy in his own right. Like, don't get me wrong, Dick Masterson's a complete and absolute fucking hypocrite, and basically doesn't give a flying fuck about anyone but himself. Also, I mean, let's be real. He can sit there. Listen, I'm only saying this for fairness here. I'm not taking anyone's side here, so I'm not switching back and forth on sides between these two morons. They both can suck it. But if I were to say, oh yeah, Jesse from Pod Awful, yeah, he blocked me. Dick Masterson will block me in like seconds. Dick Masterson will block me if I said the words PPPP to him like at any point, or Kino Casino. Because he knows he doesn't want that smoke. At the end of the fucking day, everyone's a hypocrite here. But with Vito, it's a lot worse because in any feud, Vito's a coward. Like, Vito will laugh at someone having their house fucked with, right? And think it's funny, but Vito would then get all fucking boohoo scared because Riley came over to his house one day. And it was on some very harmless, meaningless bullshit. Now, granted, I don't want Riley near me in real life either, but I genuinely hate that dude. So that's very much well known to everyone that I don't like freaking Riley. No one does. I don't like Riley. No one does. And you know what? Mint Salad, who has spent nothing more than like months trying to defend that dude, and her knowing that everyone hates Riley now, she can basically agree. And I'm happy now. Now she can see the light. Nope, she's another degenerate and schizophrenous. Oh, god damn it. You know what? It's progress. It's better than Riley. It's getting better. Anyways.
All right, show's over. Guys.
This was like the greatest relief and joy he's ever felt. He's so done with this shit. He never has to do this again. He's so done, and it's never gonna happen again. Like this podcast is done. It was coming to an end regardless, and now he doesn't have to fucking do the slow. And now he's like, "Oh, free ticket, I'm out." It's over. And you know what? Good. I think that the biggest problem in the universe is a podcast that needed to die off. I think, and I'm gonna go into this video more in depth on my opinion, but I think it was time for Dick Masterson to move on from Vito a long time ago. But what's the word I'm looking for? I think that this is a move that was needed probably months ago, but better late than never. And I think the comeback is on. What do I mean by that? There was a time where Dick Masterson was very relevant on YouTube. A time that Dick Masterson had, a very big section with his universe. Him, fucking Ethan, Ralph, and in their primes, shit like that. And it was all like a degenerate circus that was just a car crash that everyone loved to watch. I thought it was degenerate garbage that I think that I couldn't watch because it's so retarded, and I don't like any of these people here. So, yeah, but at the time, there was an audience for it. It gradually just became to the point where it's like, okay, now you're with Vito, and like you can't really do anything because one half of the show is just a pussy, and it's not fun. At least when Dick's a big giant raging vagina, at least he's fucking funny and raging out and like being angry. Vito is just a passive aggressive narcoleptic fuck who just no one wants to be around. Every fucking podcast, the chat's like, get Vito out of here. I'm the same way. I don't like Vito whatsoever. He was trying to infiltrate through my circles. Okay, this guy tried to infiltrate through my circles. All right, my circles include someone like Saggy or Chris or all that, and they all hate him. I never liked him from the start. Chris always had a soft spot for him until no. It didn't take that long because Vito always kills any goodwill that he has with someone. But regardless, whatever. I think Dick Masterson's going to be on the comeback now, because now this won't be an albatross weighing down his neck. Now he can do whatever he wants again. Now he can do these topics and have energy, the joy, glowing. And you know what? I'm all for it. And I agree with Triple P. I'm glad it's happening. I think it's needed because villains are needed on here. And I think we need a decent villain again. Finally, get back to fucking hating motherfuckers that are good at being hated. I'm sick and tired of watching these dudes suck at this, man. Ethan Ralph is a broken down NBA player at this point, bro. He's just averaging 3 points per game. It's just watching Tracy McGrady at the end, bro. It's hard to watch. It's not fun. It's watching D Rose at the end for me, bro. That's how it was for me. It hurt my fucking soul. That's what it feels like watching Ethan Ralph. And Dick Masterson was on that decline, bro. He's on that same path, but few things happened. He had a child, meaning that that 80s girl told him, "Get it together, or I'm gonna take the kids." Smart move, smart on her part, obviously. No more Vito. Keep him away from our family, obviously. Good move. Gradually cut ties with them, and everyone saw this coming. He tried to play it. They tried to play off of kayfabe, blah blah blah. It wasn't kayfabe. We all knew that you were genuine because the results spoke for itself. If the show was getting views, then yeah, you could say it's kayfabe, but the show wasn't getting views, so this thing was a dying ship. This is going to be the comeback. I think the comeback of Dick Masterson is on, and I'm hopeful for more shitting on this guy. It's going to be fun again. Finally, I feel good about shitting on Dick Masterson again. So you do, it's just sad. It's like, oh god, he's with Vito. He's dying enough. Granted, Dick Masterson might actually not even be needed to be shit on. Maybe the Rebirth arc will have him be less insufferable as a douchebag because he won't be on fucking drugs all the goddamn time anymore, or at all, actually. He won't be on drugs. He won't be drinking. He'll have to stick to the code, and he'll get to do what he wants. He gets to do all the content he wants. There's no more Vito again as the albatross on his neck. This is good. As for Vito, I don't care. Fuck him. But I think this is great news for everyone involved. I think if you want to the problem is the podcast has to end. The issue of why this is also tricky. Excuse me, I'm about to yawn. Yawning. The reason it's about to fucking end, that's tricky to end this, is because you gave half the rights to Vito. Why you decided to do this, I don't know. It's stupid. You do understand that he could rerun the podcast by himself, even though it won't do anything. But that's not the point. You can't kick him out and replace him with someone to run the podcast. It's going to be a problem. So, for all intents and purposes, this has to be the last episode of this shit, and there can't be a replacement, which I know is a big issue with Dick, because that is a very like boom. That's a potential boom podcast that with the right co-host can make this shit pop. And now you've lost that. You have to start from ground zero again, right? And to be honest, this is going to be now the new reality. But in the long run, Dick Masterson will look back at this decision and go, "This is what got me back to being on a good plateau." Will he ever get back to what he was? Probably not. There's been so much damage to his reputation. But there's a chance for Dick Masterson to have a new future.
It's been fun.
Lies.
Thank you.
It's not been fun at all.
Thank you for supporting the show, all of you. It was a good show for a while.
He's so lying. He's saying, "This shit was awful. I'm so glad I'm done with this shit. Thank God. Goodbye." End.
But there you have it. Goodbye.
See that? That's the face of a man that's just made the best decision of his life. That man is glowing. He's happy. He sucked the life force from Vito. It's done. It's over. Now moving on to something else. It's like Ethan Klein taking the life force from iDubbbz. It's funny.
Buddy, I'll see you tomorrow. Royce is coming in the studio. It'll be fun.
Done. So, give me a minute. Oh no, Vito. So I'm not going to really play this stream. I'm going to summarize it basically like this. It's like giant cope stream. This idiot basically blew it, and he now knows the podcast is over. The only thing that comes from this is the fact that Vito, and this is the issue with the podcast ending, is the fact that this can't be a replacement situation. This is it. This is literally the end of the podcast. Dick had to nuke the podcast. And this is the problem with again, why everyone told him not to do this. Do not give half of fucking anything, or like, first of all, do not make him co-host. That's really fucking stupid. The dumber move was that you gave him half the rights. What were you thinking? That was just retarded. So now, for all intents and purposes, it's basically over, unless Vito wants to try and do it by himself. Now, the problem with Vito here trying to do it by himself is he's not entertaining, interesting, or fucking useful. I mean, guys, I can't even press the play button to this. That's how fucking much I just don't want to do it. It's a cope stream. That's all it is. And it's just feigning I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you do. For a minute, I don't think he knew what was going on, and I think for a minute he thought that this was going to be the same thing like always. Oh, you're gonna talk with him about in the backstage, well, and he's not gonna cut the show. He's not serious. Blah 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 blah. Well, he was serious, bitch. Now you know that. Now you're gonna sit there and fucking act like nothing happened. But now, gradually throughout the stream, Vito pretty much knew. Ah, shit, I fucked up. Well, too bad. Personally, this should be a brand new opportunity for Vito. You can make your own path, but Vito sucks, so that won't work. Is what it is. How's that comic book coming along, buddy? Oh man. Even Mikey No Mo did a stream about it, by the way, this is how I found out, and it's kind of true. But a lot of this is just giant cope. Well, I guess we'll play it through Mikey because at least I need help on this. I would need some help to do this if I had to hear Vito talk.
On the biggest problem in the Vito isn't allowed at his home anymore is a known lie. I wonder the real reason Dick, a new father, wouldn't want Vito there.
Amount of here's some drama and here's some fighting between the hosts or whatever, but it's reached like a fever pitch where every week is just like after the show there's like a big conversation about what Vito did wrong.
This is not shit that we need to know about, Vito. This is one of the problems, dude, and this is one of the things that you do wrong, that you are doing wrong. Telling us and about how you are treated like a bitch is just not something that we care about. And here's the thing. Dick was right. Dick tolerated this for so long, I don't know why. And I think the problem with Dick is the fact he tolerates this shit for so long because Dick himself is also a fucking maniacal, annoying scumbag. So at the end of the day, these are the only people that he can attract. I mean, let's be real. Riley, Ethan, Ralph, this guy. I mean, come on, guys. This is the lowest end of the barrel people because Dick Masterson himself is not a great person. So, of course, you attract what you are, and what he attracts is scum. So, of course, I mean, the only useful idiot around him is Riley. Riley's a loyal fucking soldier. He's the right-hand man for a reason. He is the right-hand man. And it's just not a good, he's not a good right-hand man. I'm pretty sure you could find 17 different people on the street randomly that would be better right-hand men than fucking Riley, but for Dick, that's kind of perfect for him. That idiot.
Uh-oh, was the stream dead? Oh, the stream was gone for a few seconds there. Are we back? Why Vito isn't allowed at his home anymore is a known lie. I wonder the real reality. Hey, don't forget, Boogie actually was a very, very successful YouTuber at some point. A lot of the guys who we make fun of today, the Review Tech USAs, the Boogies, the Wings of Redemptions, even Darkside Phil, all these guys did have a peak where they were some of the
Yeah, they were very successful. That's kind of funny that you bring that up. That he actually does bring that up is the fact that he's right. They were successful. The problem with Vito is he's none of those things. Vito has never been popular or successful or relevant at any point. Dick Masterson was relevant at a very strong point. These guys have all made it somewhere. The problem was they all basically didn't know how to evolve. And then they just became broken down NBA players. Could you imagine growing up in that era of YouTube and you have to sit there and watch your goats look like this?
most successful dudes on the platform. Like, no bullshit.
Do this and will Vito do that? And I go, I just want a little less of that. Okay, whatever you want to have happen with this giving up mod privileges, whatever the fuck. Yeah, okay, but just tell me what you want. I don't want to do it on the show.
Give me a second.
Email.
I was looking current viewers. Big ups. I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for tuning in as we celebrate,
Kick
as
Vito.
we commemorate, as we fucking smoke that big problem in the universe pack. R.I.P. Bozo.
R.I.P.
If he doesn't want to do that, if he doesn't want to tell me, what he wants privately, if it has to be a big public thing, honestly, it's making the show worse because it's making me fuck.
We gonna do what the dickheads did to Eric July's ancestors' tombstone. We gonna pull up to their tombstone. We gonna pull up to the biggest problem in the universe's tombstone, and we gonna all take selfies with it.
Shit, Dick Masterson might be the one taking the biggest selfies. Saying, "Rest in piss, bozo." He might be taking pictures with us at this fucking point because that man is so happy to be done with this shit. Straight the fuck up. Everyone, including Dick Masterson, is smoking that blunt. It's like the greatest relief that this is over from everyone.
Not want to, like, I come in and I go, is this going to be another show where I just get shit on and then I do a bad job?
The reason you get shit on is because you do a bad job and you're a pussy and no one likes you. Okay, I think I'm done here. I think I think we kind of covered through all this. Show's over, folks.